Hey everyone, this is a One Piece podcast YouTube exclusive. We're going to be doing several more of these. You're joined with me right now, Zach, and Firecrouch is with us.
Hey, how's it going?
And we're going to be talking about the Viz panel. He wanted to post it on the website, but I thought we could just do a little mini podcast and make the YouTube subscribers happy. So, Firecrouch, I'll start out. I heard your voice on the video. We'll also be posting that on the...
Oh yeah.
It's on YouTube, but we'll be posting it on the site too.
Oh yeah.
So what did you think of the panel overall and what you heard during it?
I was pretty happy. I mean, definitely the One Piece thing is the big news, but they had some other good stuff to talk about. But I think whether or not you're a fan whether or not you're a fan of One Piece, I think that was the biggest news there, because that's like, it's on the cuff of being a bestseller, and fans have been asking for this. And when I came in there, I was with another Arlon Park member, LC Lapon. We were just talking, saying like, okay, I'm here for the One Piece news. They better announce something. I can't wait.
And he's the one who does the owned piece videos, right?
Yes, that's right. He does the owned piece videos, and hopefully we'll get something about that. Yeah. And we were just sitting there, we were waiting for it, and all of a sudden, they ended up with Shonen Jump stuff, and then the guy that was running it said, "Our first piece of news is One Piece," and I just saw Volume 23 there. And I saw the word "speed up" is coming 6 months, 30 volumes, and I just said, "Holy shit!"
Yeah,
and
no kidding.
Holy shit! And I said "holy shit" on the cuff. I think that didn't get the most audience reaction. I think for some reason the Bleach thing got the most reaction. I think because there are more Bleach fans in there.
Yeah.
That was definitely the biggest news. But One
Piece fans have to be louder about this kind of stuff.
Yeah, there was somebody dressed as Kaimi in there that was really happy. There were some questions I wanted to ask. I didn't have time. After the panel, I did ask. I said, thank you so much for all of the special attention you're giving to One Piece. We've been asking for it, and the Viz people seem happy too. They said they're excited about it. I'm sure there's plenty of One Piece fans at Viz that want it to be more popular, I imagine.
This will definitely help.
This will definitely help. That's the thing. I've seen people complaining, I don't want to wait till I'm in my 30s to finish One Piece. I might lose interest by then, so that'll solve the problem.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's actually
maybe.
I don't know if this series itself is going to actually go up as on average. I know when the volumes come out, there's going to be more One Piece volumes on the list of the top 10, so it's going to be selling more as far as that time period. But after the 6 months, I really don't know. I'm sure it'll help. The Viz, we'll talk about the Viz Media website more, but they announced the website actually went live, I think, the moment they did the Viz Media panel, and I was really impressed. So I guess I'll do a review of the website in another podcast. I checked it out. It seemed really similar to the Japanese manga site. They're doing, yeah. What?
No, that's good. You can keep going. Sorry.
And at the end of the panel, Elsie Lapon, I had other questions I want to ask about the One Piece speed up. Right. But I just asked his on his behalf. I'll try to get in contact with Viz people. I wish I was going to Comic-Con, because that's the only convention Viz actually has a booth at. And I asked, what everyone cares about. What's the deal with the name? Why aren't the name changes fixed? Why is it still 4Kids stuff? What's it, the pseudosaurs? And, the Viz people kind of seemed... I don't know if I couldn't describe it, confused, a little upset. They looked worried when I asked that. And they said, well... give us your email address and we'll just leave your question and we'll forward it to the editorial team. And so me and Lapon left our email addresses. We don't know if we're going to get a response from the Viz editorial team, but either way, I'm going to try to get in touch with them. Either way. And, also anyone listening to this, I know that fans are saying, oh, they're not going to change it. Only one people are going to call them. It doesn't matter. Just give them a call anyway. It's better than nothing. Just tell them you want. And you've got 6 months before the speed up happens. So just tell them you want Zoro. If
you do care about that, all you have to do is ask, and maybe
just ask. Get a convention. Just tell them, or send them a letter or something. They have email address for Viz that you can editorial team or something like that. So that's pretty much all my impressions. And we're gonna probably hear more One Piece stuff in the near future. I'm sure Viz has more stuff they're gonna announce. They still haven't updated the whole website. We'll probably see. I wanted to ask them if they were going to publish Cross Epoch in the magazine. I'm sure they'll do that in the future.
That would be great, and it would get a lot of profit, I assume.
Yeah. No, they would. I'm sure that I would be surprised if they don't publish that in the magazine at a certain point. It's just a matter of time. I think there was there was one more thing I wanted to ask.
There's a little bit of news, a little bit unrelated to that. If you don't have anything more. that at Otakon, I hear that Mike McFarland is going to be there.
He's at all of them.
Yeah. I think it was just announced, though, that he'd be at Otakon at least.
Okay.
So hopefully Ed and I will be there. I can't guarantee it, but we might be at Otakon.
Yeah, I'll if you go there, I'll give you some ideas of things to cover. Couple more things. I wanted to ask, what was the deal? Why is it in January? Because I know the original press release, it said it was going to be in the fall. They were going to be showing new chapters, but I already gave you my speculation on that in another podcast. But I wanted to get official confirmation. What else?
Personally, it's probably because they want to catch up with Impel Down in the Shonen Jump monthly or weekly.
Yeah, but I thought that the idea was that they would start doing the Impel Down chapters in the magazine in the fall, and then they would start the actual volume speed up in January. But I guess that changed, and it's obviously I understand why they're delaying it by a year. I mean, it doesn't make sense to do it right away. They want to. That's what that website is for. They want to hype this up and get new fans to start buying One Piece.
It's January, right? That's when it's supposed to come.
What?
The startup is in January. Okay.
Speed up starting January next year.
Okay.
What else is there? They show at the panel. It says right there on the screen that Volume 23 comes out December this year. The release date for 22, I don't really understand it. Like some places say September, some say October.
I've been hearing October for that.
October,
and
September.
For
September, August, like one of those 3 months. I really don't know when it's really coming out. Someone's going to have to ask Viz about that too. So I think that's pretty much it, and we'll talk more about the manga and I guess another podcast.
Yeah, we'll definitely be once the speed up starts, our podcast will be covering every volume that comes out. I think we'll only do like 1 or 2 a week though. And since we're going to be, from now on, we're going to have an anime podcast on Wednesdays and a manga podcast on Sundays. So we'll cover that on Sundays. Also,
one more thing I wanted to mention. I forgot to mention it in episode 10 when I talked to Adam. I said to him, hey, make sure when you get, if and when you get One Piece back online, you make sure to put up all of the episodes that were originally supposed to be there, had the leak not happen. He said, oh yeah, we're definitely going to do that. We'll definitely make sure we do that. So that's some good news. That's good. Oh, that is definitely different news. That's because that would. I mean, if they actually if they got the simulcast up, that would suck if all those episodes that got delayed that people want to see weren't up there. And I don't know if if Toei Animation's okay with it, but I mean, at least Funimation says they definitely want to do it, and they'll make sure to do it. So at least it still means that they're still going to work on those episodes, and Toei Animation's going to let Funimation do the subtitle tracks and everything. Okay. Well, I think that's it, and since we don't have as much time as usual, that's our YouTube exclusive. Remember, if you want to listen to the full podcast, each episode is available on iTunes. You could also go to onepiecepodcast.com. You could Skype us at One Piece Podcast. You could Twitter us at twitter.com/One Piece Podcast. We're on Facebook. We're everywhere. We're in way too many places, and you're on YouTube right now, so you know where our YouTube account is at youtube.com/One Piece Podcast. Yeah, I'm in my room sitting on my bed. I'm not in any of those places. You can find me at all the forums, though. I have the same name. It's Firecrouch. Yeah, and he'll start posting news on our site too. So, and I'll take any questions and comments people ask me as long as they're not stupid or mean. Well, mean mostly. We even encourage some stupid things. Yeah, I like stupid questions once in a while. Yeah, so you can comment for him on the website. But that's it. So thank you a lot, Firecrouch, for sharing that all with us. No problem. And we'll see you again, maybe. Well, if you can't come Wednesday, we'll see you Sunday. When are we going to start recording for Wednesday? Probably later in the day. So that podcast might not come out until Thursday. So it might be later on Wednesday. Whatever. I'll talk to you later this week. All right. So that's it. Thank you for listening. All right.